welcome back. So in this session, we're going to learn about starting your drawing using the point and the draw commands. So to begin your drawing, you need to understand some of the navigation and layout manipulation tools. So the scroll wheel allows you to zoom in and out. A left click and drag allows you to rotate the layout around all three axes of space, whereas a right click and drag will move the layout only in a single plane at a time. So you have to have a beginning point to start drawing your duct. So we click the point mode at the top left of the screen here, and we turn that mode on. And as we bring our cursor into the grid, you'll notice that we see the X, which is in red, and the Z, which is in blue, coordinates being displayed at the cursor. Click once where you want to select your starting point for your duct. I'll choose here. Once we've selected our spot on the floor, we now need to choose the height above the floor for our duct trunk to be. I'm going to choose 12 feet. All I did was move my cursor up the green vertical axis. When I have it where I want it, I click a second time, and it sets my starting point. Now I'm going to select Draw Mode. Now make sure that I've selected the appropriate material and diameter here on the right. I'll start using an 8-inch diameter duct. I hover my cursor over the starting point, and you'll notice that I get a green box. That indicates that the system recognizes my start point. If I click once, I'll activate a duct section insertion. I can now move my cursor along any of these guidelines to draw the duct. We'll draw a section here. Notice that I can use my cursor to draw it along, or I can even type in the distance that I want. Let's say I want 60 inches of duct, and I get a 60-inch section. Now, clicking a second time or hitting the Enter key finishes that duct section insertion. If I now hover over either of the points, you'll see that I get the same green box, meaning both of those points are recognized as a place I can draw more duct. Also, notice the red arrows that indicate the airflow. DuctQuote has assumed that the airflow will be in the direction that I first drew this piece of duct. If this is not the case, it's simply changed. I go to Edit Mode, select that piece of duct, that section, and here at the top, I switch the direction of the flow. It's that simple. But let's go back to drawing. I'm now going to take and I'm going to draw an additional section, and I'm going to make it about twice as long as the first. Notice that I have a section that includes an endpoint in the middle. If I want to draw a change in direction, I can pull along this axis here, click, and notice DuctQuote has automatically inserted the elbow where it needs to go. If I want to create something as simple as a branch, I could start in the middle. Now that we see that we're drawing duct, we can go in any direction that we need. And once we start our direction, notice that we also have angles appear here. So if I needed to make a 90-degree turn, but not along one of these nice straightforward items, I can actually select a 90-degree turn along any point that I need. But we'll get more into that as we get more advanced. Now that you're drawing duct, you can make rudimentary systems that contain all 90-degree turns Watch the next section on flow direction, angles, guides, lines, and you'll learn how to make those branches we interrupt.